Good afternoon. Today we are going to see about topic internet security. So all of you know about what is the internet and all of you uses internet. So there are some types of frauds or there are some types of security we need to maintain. So let us see what is internet security. So security is the protection of particular subject means thing, against any sort of danger or damage. Internet security is a broad term that refers to various steps individuals and companies take to protect computers or computer networks that are connected to the internet. In short, it is a protection of computers and networks from online attacks. So when computer is connected to internet or any network, it is a danger of being attacked by the hackers or cyber criminals. Some of these threats are hacking, cracking, eavesdropping, identity snooping, cyber snooping, email snooping, SMS snooping, intellectual property crime, virus attack, carding, etc. So there are basically two types. One is hacking your data on your same PC or a device. Second one, hacking your data in between the transfer between various PCs or various devices. When you think about eavesdropping means directly attack your PC or directly take data from your device, while snooping means it is attacking the data on process or in between the transfer. So there are some security in World Wide Web. Very important feature: installation of antivirus program and firewalls are one of the best method when it comes to internet security. So there are some preventive methods to internet security. First one, confidentiality, secrecy. So always maintain your information or share information among the authorized person or organization. Then integrity, the information must be authenticate and complete. That is, information can be replied upon the sufficiently accurate for its purpose. User awareness, you should be aware of the need of security of information system. Update privacy setting, updating privacy setting on website services, particularly on social media and search sites such as Facebook, Google and Yahoo is a good place to start protecting yourself. User authentication, there are several techniques that can identify and verify someone seeking to access e-commerce system, such as username and password combination, two-factor authentication. So nowadays Google are also using two-factor authentication by using mobile tab or by using PC also. Next one, a digital certificate that enables authentication through the user individual unique signing key, a person's unique physical attribute such as a biometric. Next one, use secure password. So password are the key to your digital life. Strong passwords are important for keeping your online accounts and personal information safe from cyber criminals. So use 5 different words that relate to memory that is unique to you. Then use uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers and symbols to make hard password. Keep the length of password is at least 12 to 14 character. For a secure online transaction, always ask OTP. Never give or share your password to anyone. Then next one is the access control. This restricts different clauses of users to subset of information and ensures that they can only access data and services. Network restrictions to prevent access to other computer system and network. Application control to ensure individuals are limited to data and service that can access. Restriction on what can be copied from system and stored on pen drives, memory cards, etc. Limits on sending and receiving certain types of email attachment. Protect your identity, it is very important. Nowadays we are losing our identity on social networking sites. So always you maintain your identity. So sometimes you or your parents receive message from your bank, credit card department or any institution where you are connected with money transaction, that be aware of fake SMS, emails. Don't share your date of birth, CVV, PIN or OTP. No card or card number, expiry date, etc. So to protect such identity theft, never share your password or account number. Do not follow links from emails when you conducting financial transactions. Be aware of callers, pop-ups, websites or email asking for personal information. Look for HTTPS or a picture of lock before purchasing from website. Create secure password and change them often. Never download software from a source you don't know. Install firewall, anti-spyware and antivirus software. File a report with law enforcement and notify creditors. Next one is a protect your computer with virus and the person. So virus protection is a primary safety measure that everybody should adopt. A computer virus is a computer program which attaches to programs or documents and then copy itself into more programs or documents. So how to protect your PC? Use firewall. Keep your software up to date. Install an antivirus program. Then block cookies from other sites. So all of you know about cookies. Cookies means it is a file which is stored on browser which records all your interaction with specific sites and it is written by that particular website. Suppose you are visiting Amazon, then Amazon writing your cookies in your browser, and whenever next time you visit Amazon, that cookie is useful for Amazon, that last time what type of products you have purchased or what type of products you have searched. So always block cookies from other sites. Then encryption is a conversion of data into form called a ciphertext and cannot be easily understood by unauthorized person. Use firewall. It is a hardware or software security device that filters information passing between internal and external networks. Intrusion detection. Find out or monitor your system for detecting problems. Secure your connections. Always check a secure connection by HTTPS. S means secure in case of URL. Next one, avoid accidentally sharing of personal details. Don't share your information personally for unknown person or unknown website. Some of other protections are protect your online accounts. Limit your use of social networking sites. Keep in mind, limit your use of social network sites. Avoid sharing any personal information to strangers via email or while chatting. Avoid free Wi-Fi network because sensitive information can be compromised on public Wi-Fi. Always keep your mobile device and apps updated to protect yourself. Never transmit credit card number or other personal information over the network. Next one, there is one case study for Windows. So you can using Windows 7, there is a Windows 7 action centers are there. So there are some pop-ups are there. So you can go in control panel and click on action center. Click on type action center and you can see that what type of options are there. So there are some securities, virus protection, Windows Defender needs to scan computer, check for solution unreported problems, set up backups, etc. So from that you can use these options and protect your PC also. In case of security, network firewall is there, Windows update is there, virus protection, spyware and unwanted software protection is there, internet security setting is there, user account control is there, network access protection is there. So many kind of things are there. You just read it. Such type of things are not asked for your exam. So you just keep about internet security, what type of things are there, and for this you read your textbook also. Windows 7 action center maintenance. So setup backup. So you can backup also your data. Security and private setting in Internet Explorer. So in privating browsing also. So for browsers also there are some setting. So you can set it. Then turn off ad once in private browsing session to change security setting to detect browsing history and saved password, cookies, etc. So these are the options present with browser. So you can set it or you can see it what type of things you are performing on your PC. Then clearing and deleting browsing history in Google Chrome. So all of you know, I think in case of our computer lab, so many students are there who perform internet activities and afterwards they delete history and cookies also. So this is a very good thing, but not only in school, you are also do these things in anywhere you are using the computers. So I think here we have finished that web application lesson. You go through this lesson. If you have any doubts, anytime you can raise me. Thank you.